Hi, my name is Evan Navori, and I'm the author of a book about climate change and medicine. I loved writing this book because it explores the intersection of two of my favorite topics, climate change and medicine. Now, at the outset, these topics form a unique dichotomy. They appear unrelated. However, that viewpoint is fundamentally wrong. In fact, anthropogenic climate change will alter not only our physical health, but also our mental health. In this book, you'll meet the protagonists, Dr. Lawrence and Dr. Fraser. The former is a trained physician, and the latter is a trained researcher. An unexpected turn of events at a clandestine ivory mine in Siberia raises an alarm at the Australian Infectious Diseases Research Centre in Brisbane, Australia. As a result, the two doctors are sent to Siberia to investigate this deadly and novel pestilence. Let's just say, it doesn't go according to plan. But I'm not going to spoil it. You'll just have to read it to figure out what happens next. As a young teenager, I was always interested in science. I remember watching shows like National Geographic, Animal Planet, and the Discovery Channel. These shows were great. They taught me a lot of great general information. However, they didn't really teach me how scientists go about conducting research. They just told me the facts and had me fill in the rest. In writing this book, I wanted to focus on the scientist. I wanted to focus on the researcher who risks their life in the field and in the lab, handling and sampling these infectious pathogens. Living in the age of infectious diseases like COVID-19, it's paramount that we train the next generation of thinkers who can solve these problems. And by writing this book, which primarily teaches young adults and teenagers what it's like in the lab, I hope to at least light a spark in the next generation. A big part of my book was research. I had to research how biosafety laboratories were operated. I had to learn about culturing bacteria. I had to learn about polymerase chain reactions and genetically sequencing bacteria and viruses, and a bunch of other topics. One thing that I noticed was that there are very few resources for teenagers and young adults. I opted to use a unique perspective. I took a physician who has no business being out in the field, collecting samples and all, and I more or less put him there. It's funny and it's witty, but it also tries to explain a lot of complex scientific topics in layman's terms, making it simpler to understand. If you're a professor or scientist with 30 years of experience, you're probably not going to find this book all that useful. However, if you're not a trained scientist, then you're going to love this book. If you like viruses, science, comedy, any form of humor, bananas, pretty much anything else, you're going to love this book. My name is Evan Navori, and my book is about climate change and medicine.